Good evening and welcome to this week's lockdown quiz. My name's Wayne. I will be your quizmaster tonight, guiding you through 5 rounds of grey matter stretching questions to help try to help you forget about being stuck inside for an hour or so. I'm planning on running this for every Monday, so make sure you subscribe to the Lockdown Quiz channel on YouTube by hitting the button below this video, and keep an eye out on the Weensy Entertainments Facebook page to know how you can get involved in the future. I'm just going to go through the instructions for anyone who hasn't played before, so if you already know how it works, the questions will start at 8:30, and so feel free to come back then and ignore me waffling on for the first few minutes. So, firstly, if you can't see the how this works page, you might need to refresh the video. Just close this down, click the link in the video again, or refresh your app or browser. This should then show you the live feed. You will need 2 devices to get the most out of this quiz. Watch this stream on a laptop, a smartphone, tablet, or any other device that has YouTube on it, so that you can see the questions as we go along. But to get the most out of it, you'll need a second device so that you can submit your answers to me. You'll find the link to the form in the description of this video, or if you've seen the link on Facebook, you'll also have it there. You'll have until 8:30 to set that up, so don't panic. There is no rush whatsoever. So the main 3 points for this quiz are, as we go through, each question will have a 30-second timer. Don't pause the video, as there will only be a short window at the end of the quiz to submit your answers. If you miss this, you will not be included in the scores that I read out at the end. Please don't use internet services to search for the answers. It ruins the fun, and it's completely against the idea of the quiz. Most questions have 3 multiple choice answers, so if you don't know it, just have a guess and you'll have a 1 in 3 chance of getting it right. As we go through the quiz, you'll see questions pop on the screen. The orange circle on the left shows the round number and also the subject for that round. In the very top right hand corner, you'll see a 30-second timer. Once this turns red, we move on to the next question. And just below that, you'll see the question number, the question, and in most circumstances, 3 possible answers. These should match up with the answers on your form. On the answer form, you'll see the round number, the question number, and in most cases, the 3 possible answers. All you need to do is pick your answers as we go along. There are a few answers that will need to be typed in. These will need to be typed in perfectly correctly with no spelling errors, in full capital letters, and if you're using predictive text on your phone or tablet, make sure there isn't a space at the end of your answer. If you don't do this, the form will automatically mark your answer incorrect. Just remember, computers are as dumb as people who Google the answers to book quizzes. Once we get to the end of a round, press the next button to move on to the next round. The very last question in round 5 will be a tiebreaker, where you'll need to guess the answer to a numerical question. In the event of a tie, the nearest answer will win, followed, if needs be, by the next. So it's well worth having a guess. When we get to the end of the quiz, you press submit and we'll have a short break whilst the magic happens and all of your scores appear here on my screen. Like I said, it's only going to be a minute or 2, so please don't pause as we go along. You need to stay in time with the live stream. I will go through all of the answers after the scores have been announced, so hang around at the end if you want them, and that's all you need to know to play along. I will be back at 8:30 with the questions, so grab a beverage and I'll see you in a few minutes. Hello there and welcome to this week's lockdown quiz. My name is Wayne and I will be your quizmaster this evening. To ensure you know how to get involved with the lockdown quiz in the future, please make sure you subscribe to the lockdown quiz channel on YouTube by hitting the button below, and then head over to the Weensy Entertainments Facebook page using the link in the video description and tap on the like button. I would also be incredibly grateful if you could share the quiz far and wide through friends and family, as the more people who play, the more fun will be had. If you know people who can't play on a Monday night, just drop me a line through the Weensy Entertainments Facebook page and I'll just start reading out late scores at the start of the next quiz. So, just a little bit of housekeeping before we start. This is a test of your knowledge, not the speed of your thumbs. Please do not use internet services to search for answers. Instead, if you don't know the answer, have a guess. Most questions are multiple choice, so you have a 1 in 3 chance of getting it right. Also, do not pause the video. You will only have a minute or two at the end to submit your answers, so you really need to stay in time with the live feed, otherwise your scores will not be counted. And finally, as always, if you hear snoring, it's not me falling asleep, it's my dog Tess, who just really does love to snooze. So anyways, now that's done, start your engines, buckle yourselves in. Here we go with round 1, which as always is general knowledge. So, round 1, question number 1. In text speak, the word you is shown by which letter? Is it Y? Is it O? Or is it U? Question number 2. What is the main ingredient in a souffle? Is it egg? Is it flour? Or is it sugar? And on to question number 3. Duplo is a version of which famous toy? Is it Lego? Is it Meccano? Or is it Mega Bloks? Question number 4. What is the term given to a large group of Boy Scouts? Is it a clan? Is it a jamboree? Or is it a marquee? So what is the term given to a large group of Boy Scouts? Question number 5. What colour car does the Pink Panther drive? Is it black? Is it pink? Or is it red? So what colour car does the Pink Panther drive? Question number 6. How many points would you get if you hit the very top segment on a dartboard? Would it be 20 points, 40 points, or 60 points? Question number 7. Where was Charlie Chaplin born? Was it in America? Was it in England? Or was it in France? So where was Charlie Chaplin born? America, England, or France? Question number 8. In computing, what does the O stand for in OS? OS. Does it mean opening? Does it stand for operating? Or does it stand for oscillating? So in computing, what does the O stand for in OS? Opening, operating, or oscillating? Question number 9. In what year did the Channel Tunnel open to the public? Was it 1992, 1994, or 1996? Question number 10. Around which part of your body would you tie a cummerbund? Would you tie it around your ankle, around your neck, or around your waist? So where would you tie a cummerbund? And that's it, that's round 1 done and dusted. Now on to round 2, the week that was. Now a couple of the rounds this week are a little bit shorter of questions. So this one and the next round will only have 5 questions. Don't worry on your forms. If you were expecting 10 questions, there are only 5. So here we go with round number 2. The first manned rocket from American soil since 2011 was launched on Saturday. But how many people were on board? Were there 2 people, 3 people, or 4 people? Okay, so it was SpaceX that sent the rocket up, but what is the name of the module on the International Space Station that the SpaceX capsule attaches to? Is it Harmony? Is it Poisk? Or is it Rasvet? Question number 3. Who was named as the Labour Party's new General Secretary this week? Was it Andrew Fisher? Was it David Evans? Or was it Shabana Mahmood? So who was named the Labour Party's new General Secretary this week? Question number 4. The Queen made her first public appearance since the lockdown began. But what was she doing? Was she driving a car? Was she riding a pony? Or was she walking the corgis? Question number 5. Bulgarian-born artist Christo died at the age of 84 this week. But what was he famous for? Was it lighting landmarks? Was it painting landmarks? Or was it wrapping landmarks? There we go. So that's round 2 done. Now on to round 3, and this one is about Shakespearean quotes. So question number 1. Is this a dagger I see before me, the handle toward my hand? Which Shakespearean play is that from? Is it Julius Caesar? Is it Macbeth? Or is it Two Gentlemen of Verona? Question number 2. What light through yonder window breaks? Which play is that from? Is it Othello? Is it The Winter's Tale? Or is it Romeo and Juliet? Question number 3. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. Is that from As You Like It? Is it from Henry VI? Or is it from Twelfth Night? Question number 4. Misery acquaints a man with strange bedfellows. Is that from Much Ado About Nothing? Is it from The Tempest? Or was it from Twelfth Night? And question number 5. How sharper than a serpent's tooth is it to have a thankless child? Is that from King Lear? Is it from Romeo and Juliet? Or is it from Troilus and Cressida? There we go, ploughing through these now. So on to round 4, back up to 10 questions for this round. Now this is the picture round, so this is one where you will type in answers. As always, the answers need to be in full capital letters. You need to spell them correctly, and you need to check to make sure there isn't a space at the end of your answer if you use predictive text. So this week, the picture round is all on famous bands. So a nice easy one for you to start with. I'm going to show you a band. You just need to name the band. So here's question 1. What band is that? On to question number 2, another band. Who's that? Should be another nice easy one if you know your music. Question number 3. Slightly harder one, this one. Okay, and moving on to question number 4. Now bringing it a little bit later with this one. Who is that band? Slightly more recent one. Question number 5. Who's that? What's the name of that band? And question number 6. As with the rest of these, you just have to name the band. Don't forget to type all of your answers in full capital letters. Spell them correctly. And check for the space. Moving on to question 7. Name that band. And question number 8. This is probably the hardest out of all of them for me. Might be easy for you, but all you have to do is name that band. Question number 9, moving on to a couple of easier ones now. And question 10 is another more recent band. Although I believe this is a fairly old photo of them. And on to our final round tonight, which is round 5, which is complete the lyrics. People seemed to enjoy this one last week, so I've done it again. So I will read out a lyric from a song with 3 possible words to fill in a blank. All you have to do is pick the word that fits in the blank. So there we go with question number 1. We don't need no thought control, no dark blank in the classroom. Is it chocolate, humour, or sarcasm? Question number 2. In Penny Lane, there's a barber showing blank. Is it autographs? Is it holographs? Or is it photographs? Question number 3. But every song's like gold teeth, grey goose, tripping in the blank. Is it bathroom? Is it bedroom? Or is it kitchen? Question number 4. Take my shoes off and throw them in the blank. Is it lake? Is it sink? Or is it sea? Question number 5. All I care about is blank. A heavy bass line is my kind of silence. Is the blank death and defiance? Is the blank maths and science? Or is the blank sex and violence? Question number 6. Your smile is like a breath of spring. Your voice is blank. Is it like autumn leaves? Is it cold like winter wind? Or is it soft like summer rain? Question number 7. At night I could hear blank. It was just as black and whispering as the rain. Is it the blood in my veins? Is it the sound of trains? Or is it my voice changing lanes? Question number 8. I'm the twisted name on Garbo's eyes, living proof of blank. Is it Churchill's lies? Is it Nixon's lies? Or is it Superman's lies? Question 9. Find light in the beautiful sea. Blank. Is it I chose to be happy? Is it a vision of ecstasy? Or is it something, something, something? Question number 10. How many seas must a white dove sail? Blank. Is it before it's forever banned? Is it before she sleeps in the sand? Or is it before it's washed out to the sea? And your tiebreaker question today. In what year was DNA discovered? And there we go. I know it's a bit shorter this week, but that is the end of this week's quiz. Please press submit to send your answers magically through to my screen here. And in a moment, we'll see who has won and who hasn't in a minute or two. Whilst we're waiting, there's a number of organisations helping out people who are struggling at the moment. I'll leave these up for you to look at whilst I'm having a look at the scores. Okay, I'll just give it a few more seconds whilst I wait for these scores to come in. Okay, I'm going to call it there. So, we have 7 entries this week. In 7th place with a very respectable 21 out of 40 is Lucy's mom. Hello, Lucy's mom. In 6th place with 24 out of 40 we have Savin Scott. Well done. In 5th place with 26 out of 40 we have Relatively Quizzing. In 4th place with 28 out of 40 we have The Dunklings. And in 3rd place with 29 out of 40 we have Alice. Hello, Alice. So the top 2 places this week, only 1 point between them. And with 33 out of 40 we have the Chicken Nuggets. And with 34 out of 40 we have the Boiled Eggs. Well done everybody who played along. It was quite a tricky quiz, that one. There's only 13 points between the bottom place and the top, so everyone did very, very well. I'm just going to quickly go through the answers for anyone who wants to see them. So we'll go back to round 1. So, in text speak, the word you is shown by the letter U. Question 2, the main ingredient in a souffle is egg. And question 3, Duplo is a version of Lego. Question 4, the term given to a large group of Boy Scouts is a jamboree. Now this one stumped a few people. What colour car does a Pink Panther drive? It's pink. Question 6. How many points would you get if you hit the very top segment on a dartboard? That would be 40 points. It's double 20. Where was Charlie Chaplin born? That was in England. A lot of people think he's American, but he was actually English. Question 8. In computing, the O stands for operating. It's operating system. And the year that the Channel Tunnel opened to the public was 1994. A cummerbund would be tied around your waist. There we go, that's round 1. Round 2, the week that was. So the rocket that was sent up from America with astronauts on board had 2 astronauts on board. Their names were Doug Hurley and Bob Behnken. And the module on the International Space Station that the capsule attaches to when it docks with it is Harmony. Although it's sometimes known as Node 2, the official name is Harmony. Question number 3. The Labour Party's new General Secretary is David Evans. And question 4. The Queen made her first public appearance since the lockdown began. She was riding a pony. Question 5. The Bulgarian-born artist Christo. He was famous for rapping landmarks. On to round 3, the Shakespearean quotes. Is this a dagger I see before me? The handle toward my hand is from Macbeth. Question 2. What light through yonder window breaks is Romeo and Juliet. Question 3. All the world's a stage and all the men and women merely players. That is As You Like It. Misery acquaints a man with strange bedfellows. That's The Tempest. And how sharper than a serpent's tooth is it to have a thankless child. That is King Lear. On to round number 4. I'm going to quickly go through the bands. I will check in a moment to see if it's marked any wrong that it shouldn't have done. But I did put a lot of extra options in with different hyphens and commas and things like that. So, question number 1 was Queen. Number 2 is the Beatles. Number 3, that was the Monkees. Number 4, that is the Killers. And number 5, that's the Bangles. Number 6, that's the B-52s. Number 7, that's the Pretenders. Number 8, that band is called the Flaming Lips. Question number 9, that's Kiss. And number 10 was Franz Ferdinand. And on to round 5, complete the lyrics. We don't need no thought control, no dark sarcasm in the classroom. That's Pink Floyd, Another Brick in the Wall. Question 2. In Penny Lane, there's a barber showing photographs. It's Beatles, and obviously that's Penny Lane. Question 3. But every song's like Gold Teeth, Grey Goose, Tripping in the Bathroom. Lord with Royals. Question number 4. Take my shoes off and throw them in the lake. Kate Bush with Hounds of Love. Although it has been covered many, many times. Question number 5. All I care about is sex and violence. A heavy bass line is my kind of silence. That's Dizzy Rascal with Bonkers. Your smile is like a breath of spring. Your voice is soft like summer rain. Dolly Parton and Jolene. Question number 7. At night I could hear the blood in my veins. It was just as black and whispering as the rain. I was Bruce Springsteen in Philadelphia. Question number 8. I'm the twisted name on Garbo's eyes, living proof of Churchill's lies. It's not a very well-known song, that, but it's actually by David Bowie. The song's called Quicksand. And question 9. Find light in the beautiful sea. I chose to be happy. That's Rihanna with Diamonds. And question 10. How many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? That's Bob Dylan, Blowing in the Wind. Your tiebreaker was in which year was DNA discovered? That was 1953. We didn't need it in the end because there were no ties. But there you go. That was this week's quiz. Thank you for playing along. I hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to like the Weensy Entertainments page on Facebook and subscribe to the weekly lockdown quiz here on YouTube to find out about future quizzes and to get the links so that you can join in. If you've enjoyed this quiz, please click on the thumbs up button and leave a comment. And also get in touch if you have any ideas for a specialist round. But for now, I'm Wayne. I've been your quizmaster this evening. And until next time, look after yourselves and stay safe. Good night.